Hi there, yoga buddies. Melanie here from Mind Body Melanie, and I thought I'd take a few minutes on this beautiful day to talk about why I'm offering these Addressing Emotional Eating Through Wholehearted Living workshops this summer. I've been doing yoga for almost 20 years, and I've been teaching for over 10. And in all that time, I've gotten far more questions about diet, nutrition, weight loss, and body shape than I ever have about yoga. When I started teaching outside of the studios, I created an intake form for my students to let me know of any health issues, concerns they might have, as well as their goals for their practice. And there was one universal constant: weight loss. I had rail thin women come into my class who said they were interested in weight loss. Now, I am not a registered dietitian. I am a human woman who was raised in Western society, was put on my first diet at the ripe old age of 8, and I have a confession. For most of the years that I did yoga, some of the years that I taught it, not just as a physical practice, but as a philosophy, I was also majorly battling my body. Its size, its composition, its weight. But my decades of dieting and of teaching and doing yoga have really highlighted to me what's broken about diet culture. I've long believed and long said that for most of us with a challenging relationship with food, food is the easiest, most accessible, and most successful tool we have for both comforting and coping. And when you take away someone's best coping mechanism without first populating their life with loads of healthier, just as accessible, just as rewarding and enjoyable tools, it's a recipe for disaster. That disaster can mean failure, the diet doesn't work, or we crash off the diet. But it can also just mean misery, because with one less coping mechanism, we're less able to cope. It just makes sense. This is something I've been passionate about and have been talking about as a health coach and a yoga teacher for years. And I've long had the idea to create and give these workshops. I even found the perfect framework to plug in all the tools that I've learned over the years. An audio recording called The Power of Vulnerability by Brené Brown. I found it several years ago and I listened to it once a year. I'm not even kidding. But between teaching, life, and taking care of my then young son, I just never found the time to make those workshops happen. Well, this spring, due to circumstances out of my control, I am currently and have been all spring in a boot for an ankle injury. I was laid up at a time when I thought I would be going back to teaching. After the worst part of COVID, we hope at least, but also after moving over winter into a beautiful new home with a wonderful outdoor dedicated teaching space so that things like COVID don't have to get in the way of my teaching anymore. So I chose to take that time I thought I would be teaching to finally dig in and build these workshops, and I'm so incredibly glad that I did, because I'm so excited to share the information that I've compiled in these workshops from across multiple disciplines, from yoga and meditation, different forms of psychology, holistic, integrative, and functional medicine. And I think that's really one of the greatest strengths of this program. You can find a yoga studio that can teach you some yoga, do some breath work and meditation around weight loss, which this is not a weight loss program. This is a let's change our feelings about food program. We can go to a holistic or functional medicine doctor and spend hundreds of dollars for them to give us some tips and tricks and cite medical studies at us. But this program is a way to sort of dip our toes into lots of different pools and sort of glean from a lot of different places. Two other really huge strengths that I think this program has are community and fun. I think that the small group setting of people who are going through the same thing that you're going through is going to be a great way to form community and get support. And I think that having support is so integral in an endeavor like this. And the workshops are going to be a heck of a lot of fun. Like, I'm excited about it. My husband wishes he could take them. He can't. But, he's got to take care of the kid. But what better way to change our behaviors than if we're giving up emotional eating in lieu of something even more rewarding, more fun? So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. We can talk over Messenger, you can shoot me an email, we can talk over the phone, you can even come and see the dedicated space I'll be teaching from this summer and beyond. I just wanted to share this information to give you a bit of a background as to why I'm giving these workshops, in case that resonates with you. And if it doesn't, that's perfectly okay. If these workshops don't make sense for you right now, if working independently, one-on-one doesn't work for you right now, whether we work together soon or later or never, I just really wanted to say thank you for taking care of yourself and being kind to yourself. You are as deserving and more in need of your care, attention, and time than anyone else in your life. So please be kind to you and have a wonderful day.